spend a little time today teaching you a little bit more about how you can start to write and draft all of the nonfiction books that you're planning, whether they're comic books, whether they're poems, whether they're ABC books or question and answer books. You already know that as a writer, you can look at mentor texts, read books by other writers, and think, I could try that. And so I thought today we could do some practice together studying a mentor text. And as we study one together, we can ask ourselves these questions. So we can think, how does it start? How is it organized? And how does it end? And that can give us some ideas for how we might want to structure our own books. Are you ready to try it? All right. So second graders, today the book that I want to share with you is called The Real Poop on Pigeons, a tune book by Kevin McCloskey. So this is actually a nonfiction comic book. It's a comic that teaches all about pigeons. And so we'll want to pay attention to this book to think, how does it start? How is it organized? And how does it end? And that can give us some ideas for some of the special parts that we might want to have in our books or some of the special ways that we can structure our books. So here it is. You ready? Shoo, shoo, ooh, ooh. I love birds, but not pigeons. Oh, why not? They make such a mess. Oh my gosh, look at this picture. All the pigeons are pooping right on the statue. Wait, there's more to pigeons than poop. What is this, Halloween? We came to tell you about pigeons. Oh my gosh. I know all about pigeons. They're rats with wings. You're being silly. Pigeons eat seeds and grains, and they find lots of them in the trash. Wait a second. So let me just pause here. So already I'm thinking about, how does this book start? And it kind of starts with like these characters, right? And it also starts by setting us up to know what we're going to learn about. So they're saying like, wait, we're going to teach you all about pigeons, right? And they're kind of telling us what we're going to learn. There's more to pigeons than poop. So they're probably going to teach us in this book about the ways that pigeons are like cool and interesting, not rats with wings like this guy thinks they are, right? Okay, let's read a little bit more and let's think, how is this book organized? So how is this book set up in different parts? Before airplanes, pigeons carried the first airmail. They fly faster than a car and race without stopping. So like that part is kind of about how like pigeons are special, right? How they can move really quickly. Pigeons are in the same family as doves. They're known as rock doves. Oh, and here's like a diagram with all the different parts of the pigeon: claw, leg, tail. Right? Long ago, they lived on rocky cliffs, but today they like to nest on old buildings. So like this is kind of teaching about like what kinds of animals pigeons are. Now this is teaching about where they like to live. When two pigeons make a family, that's called mating. That's nice. This little lid is saying that. Pigeons mate for life. If a human picks the two pigeons to mate, that is called breeding. Breeders make some strange birds. Okay, so this part seems to be about all the different, like how pigeons mate and all the different kinds of pigeons that people can make when they breed pigeons together. The fantail is a pretty pigeon. Fancies are pigeons that look fancy. The Victoria crown is the biggest living pigeon. It is named for Queen Victoria of England. Okay, so in this part, right, it seems like it's teaching us about like new facts about pigeons in each part. Like this part is about where they live. Now this part is about how they mate. Now this part is about all different kinds of pigeons. So are you seeing that this book is organized to set up all these different parts, all these different facts about pigeons. So let's take a little bit to think about some of the ending and think about how this author ends the book. Oh, look, they're going back to those characters. Okay, wow, where did you learn all this? PS 101, public school? No, Pigeon School 101. My gosh. One last thing. How come we never see baby pigeons? They stay in high nests until they're big as grown-ups. Oh, so they're kind of adding like a fun fact at the end that didn't fit into the book earlier. Pigeons are wonderful, not pests like squirrels. Aww. So that's kind of like a big idea. Like, pigeons are great. Like, at the beginning of the book, this guy thought that pigeons were not so great, and now he really likes them. Pests? Did he say all squirrels are pests? We need to talk. Oh my gosh, second graders. We studied this book together to think about all the different parts of how that book is set up. We thought about the beginning, we thought about how it's organized, and we thought about the ending. So as you're getting started with your own nonfiction books, if you're starting a new one, or if you're continuing one you already started, remember, you can think about Kevin McCloskey, and you can maybe try out some of the ways he set up his book. Maybe by adding in a fun fact at the end, maybe by introducing a little character at the beginning, telling the people that are reading your book what they're going to learn, and even teaching new information in each part of your book. And actually, you can try studying any book the same way. Reading it to think, how does it start? How is it organized? And then how does it end? Go ahead and get started on your writing for today and see how much you can get done of your nonfiction teaching book. See you soon, second graders. Hi, second graders. It's Katrina. I'm excited to